I'm going to do a short video today just to give you a quick run through the new judges scoring area. So you'll get an invitation and a link which you will be encouraged to click on, and you will find yourself in an online community on the skills development platform, which is called Management Excellence Awards 2025 Judges. Um, well, there are 9 categories, but we felt that it would make sense to have a single site for you to meet and share thoughts. But we appreciate that lots of other ways, you'll be losing lots of other ways to stay in touch. So you don't have to use this particular site. I think the most important thing on the site is a little blue button, which is called View Submissions. And this is the way that you will find yourself going into your particular category. Now, what I'm going to show you is what I see. So I'll filter it down once we get in. So if we go to view submissions, click on that blue button. And what I'll do is I will just select one particular category. Let's say client service. It's fine. Okay. So what can you see here in front of you? And if you were a judge in previous years, it is different. So let me just talk it through. Um, you will find that each of the entries, in this case, I think there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 entries. Each of those entries, each of those shortlisted firms, excuse me, has been processed and is really awaiting just you to actually judge it. The sort is by organization name, but if you go here, you can change the sort to total score. So as the scores build, you'll be able to see which is the submission that is at the top of the list. So if we take the first one, the full name of the organization is Arup, the country is the UK. There's a short title, and that is a link through to the page on which you do your scoring. The theme, they're not dissimilar to previous years, leadership, brand, and productivity, but there are 3 themes. The particular category is the one we're looking at, is excellent in client service. A referee allocated, I'll come to that, back to that. And then these columns are identical to the way we did it before. So in this case, there are 3 judges, so you have to score 3, and they're listed 1, 2, 3 down here. And the total score, again, is 0 at the moment. We then have the 6 criteria, which are the same as prior years: strategic alignment, active leadership engagement, innovation, effective education, positive impact, and measurable impact. And what you'll be doing is scoring on each of those particular categories. So the only thing you need to do at this stage is just to click on the short title. And here we are. So what have you got at the top? Well, this is most of everything here has been entered directly by the organization that entered for this particular submission. So category. So the title of their particular submission, leveraging global capability through Arab people. The category, excellence in client service. And just to remind you, for enhancing client service in ways that are original and valuable to clients. Those are the criteria that they were actually being asked to respond to. We left it fairly open. There's nothing out. There are no other extra criteria this year. The organization is Arab, and you can click on that, and it will take you through to their website. I'm not going to do it, but that's easy enough to do. The UK is the country that the entry is coming from, and the sector is engineering. So that all very straightforward. So you've got a summary. What was the challenge and opportunity? When did it commence? Key milestones, description. That's identical to prior years, and it's entirely up to you to read it through. Now, when it then comes to the criteria, what we have done is we have changed the scoring. So now on the same page, you can score 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, where 5 equals high. Okay. And so each of the 6 criteria, you've got exactly the same scoring capability. And that takes you down to towards the bottom now. This particular entry, probably chose a bad one, has no additional materials. But if there are any additional materials, you'll find them here, and there will be a link to the additional material, which is then available for you to look at. So what's this area, contacts and referee feedback? Now this is different. So let me explain why. So firstly, you can quickly see here who is the person who's entered and what they have, excuse me, and what they've done. And you can also see who has authorized it. Dominique Poulavery, Global Knowledge Manager, Arab London, etc. Okay, she's obviously had somebody who has actually prepared it for her, but that's absolutely fine. Now we come to the referees. This is quite interesting. We've always asked each of the firms to submit two referees, an internal referee and an external referee. And I know some judges in the past have followed up those referees and others have not. What we now are giving you is, I think, a fairly straightforward way to use those referees if you choose to do so. So the first thing that you can do is you've got your three judges, excuse me, you've got your three judges, Janet, Lisa, and Claire, and agree amongst you who is going to be who, if you're going to be following up the referee for this particular submission, and if so, which of the judges is going to do it. And I won't press the button, but basically, once you've selected who you want, you then hit allocate, and that individual is then allocated to that particular judge. That judge then gets to see the information, the contact information, a little bit like we showed you with the entrant and the authorized by, and um, decides how they wish to make contact. They've got phone numbers, emails, it doesn't really matter. And when they then come back, having had a chance to have a quick chat or how you're going to do it with the referee, then there'll be a box which is called judge added feedback. And that will be where you can enter and subsequently change if you want to, whatever comments you have following on from that conversation with the referee. That feedback is available to all the judges for the category. So what I suggest you may want to do at this stage is first, before you start judging, allocate the referees across those different entries. So you've got, in this case, there are three judges, there are 12 referees for the six entries. So you're talking about four each, so it's not huge numbers. And then make contact with them. And if you don't hear back, not a problem. But if you do, then it's going to help when you come to judge. So if you leave it for a period of time for that to happen and then do the judging thereafter. Now, the judges' dinner is on the 26th of February, so it's still a fair way away. So you've certainly got time to do the judging. Whilst you're adding in, as you're adding in the scores, you will see the total score will keep changing. I'll just kind of show you what I mean. So you can see the score has gone up to 5 because I put 5 high for that one. I'll put it back to 0 for safety. And then you will end up with a total score, and that is all you need to do to save it is you hit save score or save comment, whichever, and then it's all in the bag, so to speak. If you are somebody who prefers to work with bits of paper, then you have a print button at the top on the right here so that you're able to actually print it and then read it if that's how you would prefer to actually do it. When it comes to the way that the thing works, each time you open up a new submission, it opens in a new tab. So you can open all your submissions and have all your tabs open at the same time. And then to go back to where you came from, you just click on that tab, the first tab, if you like, keep that one open. So what you will now see is that these scores will start to come through and add up to a total score. And then on the top, you will then have the average score and the total, so that will give you, that's the one that is being used when sorting by the total score. So yeah, we've redesigned it completely. Kept the core engine, but the rest, the wrapper has been completely redesigned. So now it is very much simpler. You have one page, which is where all the submissions, one page on which to do all the scoring, to allocate the referees, to check out the additional materials, and then hopefully to put in your scores. If you decide, and it has been known to happen, that some of the scores are ones that you possibly would want to alter, edit, it's not a problem. You just go in again, put in the new scores, and the system will do it for you. Thank you all very much for agreeing to be judges. and look forward to seeing you at either the judges' dinner or indeed the award ceremony on the 27th of March, and hopefully both, but who knows? Bye for now.